Hi, Pat the Podcast Editor here. Have you ever heard the saying, don't be a big fish in a little pond? Well, in today's episode, Dan and Lloyd explain the dangers of staying in your comfort zone with business partnerships. Let's take a look.
I think the bigger question,
the broader kind of subject,
is like, why are you working with who you're working with? Not in a horrible way, like, if they're not good enough, kick them out the door.
Yeah.
But as in, why do a lot of businesses not have a better culture of trying to make sure they're partnering with the best possible people to work with, rather than being like, so, we worked with ABC Marketing last year, and they didn't set anything on fire, so let's just carry on doing this rubbish thing.
I think the answer to that is because it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to just stay with who you've worked with for all these years, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I think, again, I'm like saying this to myself because what you're really good at is being the guy who constantly questions everything. And it's really annoying sometimes because it's nice to stay in your comfort zone. But I think, like you say, it's really important to constantly question, is this the best supplier? And we've done it in the past. We've looked at, suppliers we've got and thought, are they actually good, or are we just using them because it's easier to use them?
You said, oh, I'm good at asking questions. And I do think that one of my strengths is I question everything. But I think I'm guilty of this. We work with partners, and it can be anything from someone who's cleaning your office to like a strategic partner, something that's very core within your business that's you spend a lot of money on. It can be anything. But it's very hard. There's the really bad end that's like that classic, we've always worked with them. And that's literally the justification.
Yeah.
And then there's what I think most of us do, which is like, it's easier to just keep working with this company. And they've been all right. Like, they haven't done anything wrong.
Also, you don't know what you don't know. So you may think ABC Marketing, they're doing your marketing and it seems to be going well, but you don't know that could be 100 times better if you used XYZ marketing.
Yeah. And I think a culture within your business of like improvements, efficiencies, and a culture of high performance is the start of this.
How do you, out of interest, sorry to interrupt, how do you make that culture happen? Like, how are we going to make everyone try to constantly improve stuff? Because even this week I was having a conversation with someone in the team talking about, we had this meeting to try and improve these processes. And I was like, yes, do more of that. But how are we going to make people do it?
I think it's anything you can to try and make sure that people realise that's how we should all be working. But I think it's the day-to-day thing that build the culture. So day-to-day, it starts with us asking more questions. We need to constantly be asking.
Why are you doing that?
Oh, we're working with that makeup artist again.
Why?
We've worked with him or her for the last 5 shoots. Have we looked into other options that might be better value or might be better suited to this project? And I think it starts with asking questions and asking questions of ourselves, not just for suppliers. Oh, we've been doing this like this for 6 months. Have we thought about doing it in this different way that might save us money or might be more efficient? Or
You're
might
definitely
get us
that
to a better...
annoying guy that always asks that. I feel like sometimes I've got this plan in my head and then you're there questioning it. But it does help you get better supplies, doesn't it?
So there you have it. Always strive to be the smallest fish in the biggest pond. Constantly strive to be the best in business. To hear the full episode, jump back to Business Anchors podcast number 64, and we'll see you next week for another Knowlton Nuggets.